Hey everybody, it's Devstro here, and we're going to be taking a look at the different skink characters you can have in your Lizardmen army in the Warhammer Fantasy Battle game. Got them out here in front of you, and I've tried to provide an example of some of the different mounts and things you can equip them with. I like the Skink Chief. Let's start off with him. Here he is on foot. Skink Chief, I think, is a really good value. This is a 55-point model. And what you get for that, he's going to have a leadership of 7. Typical skink, movement stuff. Weapon skills 4, strength 4, 3 attacks. He's only toughness 3 with 2 wounds, though, and he doesn't have a lot of different options. You can give him light armor and shield if you want to make him a little bit hardier there. I like these guys. I think they pack a little bit of a punch. You put them in with a unit of skinks, especially if they're the ranked up ones, which I'll get to in another episode. I think they can hold their own against some, other lower level hero characters. Don't send them in against the Chaos Lord or anything like that. But if you're, facing Empire or Goblins and stuff, I think they can hold their own. Which kind of leads me to an idea of a few times I fielded an all skink army, which I think is pretty cool, a novel thing to do. Leave the Saurus and the Slain at home. All skink army, of course, you can have your Stegodon, their skink crude, and your salamanders and whatnot. But it's just a fun novel thing to do. You can mount these guys on a pterodon if you'd like. And I have one here that I'm using as a skink hero. This is actually a special character. His name is Tic-Tac-Toe. I'm not making that up. But I did make him a conversion. See? I gave him a little buckler there on his arm. That's about the extent of how I convert things. There's a better view of it. One thing to note, if you do put him on a pterodon, you now have a character on a flying mount. So you can't put him on a pterodon and then stick him in a unit of pterodon riders, because they're flying cavalry and you can't do it. So if you got him on that, he's going to be out on his own. He's a cool little suicide guy. Go tie something up, try and do some quick wounds on something, that sort of thing. Now, you might be wondering what the heck this is, because when you're looking, if you're reading along with me with your Skink Chieftain entry in the book, it doesn't have Cold One. However, look at the magic item section. There's something called a Horned One. Costs 35 points, a little pricey. But it's a cold one that has a little bit better initiative and doesn't suffer from the stupidity. So you're going to be boosting up their armor save by 2. You're giving them another attack from the guy. So think of it as just a neat magic weapon item to give your hero, make him a little beefier. You can put him on it, put him in a unit. The unit will cost fear then. So there's some other pluses to it. I think it's a fun little thing to do. Then that last but not least brings us to the Skinked Priest here. I like it when the model has things that are in the book as far as the magic items go that are physically modeled onto it. I like to just run them that way, even if it's perhaps not the most efficient thing. So this guy here has the cloak of feathers that's on him there, and I like rainbows. I think they're neat. Anyway. And then he's got this staff thing, which I wanted to be the little staff that shoots out the lightning bolts, but that costs too many points. So I settle for the Rod of the Storm, or I guess that is the one that shoots out lightning bolts. I don't know what I was talking about. Anyway, so there you have it. There's the Skink Shaman. Now the Skink Shamans can only take Lore of the Heavens, and they're level 1. You can upgrade them to a level 2, 35 points. They cost 65 points out of the gate. And the other thing you can do is you can use them to spot for your Slan Mage Priests. It's called channeling. And a Slan can channel a magic missile spell through any Skink Priest within 24 inches. And it's basically the Slan counts as casting it from where the Skink model is. So you got that. Now, the other thing that you can do with either the hero or the shaman is you can put them on a Stegodon. Now, I'm going to save that for another episode, because then you got to talk about the Stegodons and everything that they do. I'm sorry, it's Skink Priest, not Skink Shaman, I think I just said. So I'll be discussing that later when I discuss the Stegodons. But I like the Skinks. They don't have the survivability of the Saurus. They don't have the hard hitting power of the Saurus, but you're not paying a lot of points for them. And they're pretty much the equivalent of some of the mid to lower tier races. They're hero characters that you're getting. So I think they're fun. Anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching.